Hello, good evening. You are watching Medical Dialogues Presents Health Perspective. In today's episode of Perspective, we are going to discuss about the changes in the medical ethics. Well, it is rightly said by Albert Einstein that the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. So, to discuss this topic with us, I am pleased to welcome Professor R.K. Srivastava, sir, who is an MS orthopedician, DNB PMR, former Director General of Health Services, Government of India, former chairman of Board of Governors of Medical Council of India, and presently a freelance public health expert, advisor on ICMR, KIHT, AMTZ, and Digital Health Parliament. He is working in primary care for innovation and technology immersion and have 45 plus years of experience in hospitals, healthcare, medical education, digital health and innovation. Sir, a very warm welcome to you, sir. We are pleased to have you. I'm also pleased to have with me Dr. Jayesh Lele, sir, who is the National Vice President of the Indian Medical Association, has worked as Honorary Secretary General of the Indian Medical Association, and holds a lot of posts such as National Secretary of IMA Hospital Board of India, President of the IMA Maharashtra State, IMA Professor Sridhar Sharma Oration Awardee for the year 2017 and 18 in recognition of the services rendered to IMA headquarter. He has held various posts in IMA at branch, state, and headquarter level. He has received award for IMA headquarter and IMA Maharashtra, like IMA National Individual Community Service Award. He has delivered the Thane oration on CEA at MAPCON 2016, and is also the past vice president of the Maharashtra Medical Council. I welcome you, Dr. Jayesh Lele, sir, as well. Sir, I would like to come to Dr. R.K. Srivastava, sir, first. Sir, kindly guide us, our viewers, and everyone regarding the changes in medical ethics. Sir, the stage is yours, sir.
Thank you, Rohan. I hope our listeners are understanding the value of ethics in medical care. They may be either medical graduate, healthcare provider, or some healthcare seeker, or some group who are actively engaged in social change for ensuring changes in rules and regulation about the medical ethics. In common parlance, when we talk about the medical ethics, it means that how ethically, as per oath, a doctor take, he is discharging his responsibility towards the patient, be it an outpatient, be it an inpatient, or be some type of procedures and tests which are being conducted on that. That is a common understanding and that is very well known to public or users of the healthcare services. But what is lesser known are the various type of regulations, various type of governing rules, and various type of enabling provisions which are there in the regulatory bodies. If you look at evolutions of the regulations and rules pertaining to the health ethics, it starts with Medical Council of India, which has got a separate chapter for the medical ethics. There are baseline standards laid down for handling a patient, caring a patient, treating a patient, hospitalizing a patient, and taking a type of distanced, highest possible regard for the healthcare without compromising any type of things, be it influenced by the personal behavior, be it influenced by the manufacturers of the various type of drugs and the various devices, be it influenced by the various type of corporate hospitals and their profit making machine. So that is what is there in the use in the Medical Council of India, and that used to be covered by a committee which is known as the Medical Ethics Committee. They used to take up various type of issues, keep on refining the various type of regulation from time to time, and whenever there are certain prima facie case established against any type of misconduct of a doctor, they conduct investigation and used to take it to a logical conclusion. Whatever punitive provisions are provided in the law, be it a derecognition, be it a warning, be it a debarring from the services, they take it according to the very methodically worked out evidence generation. That was there in the erstwhile Medical Council of India. Then there had been certain type of changes which happened during the period of Board of Governor, which lasted intermittently from somewhere around 2005 and then 2010 onward. And then finally, when the election took place and new board was constituted, new medical council was constituted, they were carried forward. They are very small type of amendments which has taken place, like conducting various type of taking the support of the pharma industry, trying to use the pharma industry as an influencing factor and avoiding for that. But the majority changes came after the establishment of the National Medical Commission, which has separately dedicated a board which was independent, which was not there in the previous erstwhile Medical Council of India or Board of Governor. This is a board with a chairman, two full-time member, and remaining part-time member who are taking issue of the medical ethics totally under its control from end to end. So these are the changes which has taken place. Now the test of these changes will gradually come out because this National Medical Commission was established 2020 and thereafter now it is 3 years have gone. So in due course of time, we will find out what type of change it has brought about as far as the observance of the medical ethics is concerned. There are certain visible changes which are happening. The transparency is becoming more and more, both in public and private hospital. The various type of clinical behavior and documentation have improved, but the end result of better medical ethics is always related to the end user, which we will see after about 2 to 3 years more. So that is what I want to convey about the medical ethics as far as the experience goes. It is always a changing thing. We keep on amending the various type of laws. We keep on amending the various type of enforcing systems. We keep on increasing or decreasing the punitive actions, and it is very transparent. So that is what is happening at present as far as the medical ethics is concerned.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you very much for guiding us, sir. We especially the lot of young doctors don't have any idea about the medical ethics and how which things are taken, which things can be taken, and punitive action can be taken because the pharma companies are involved, and they do various kinds of conferences, and whatever it is, the students and the people don't know. I hope that NMC is taking care or in imparting knowledge also about medical ethics to all the doctors in the country working, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for giving your precious time to us, sir. Sir, I would like to call Dr. Jayesh Lele, sir, on stage for his view in the changing medical ethics.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me, and I thank Dr. Srivastava to set the ball rolling. I'm audible, I suppose, but my video is not working because I'm traveling in a car and the signals are a little bit weak. I hope I'm audible properly,
Yes,
sir.
yes, you are audible, sir.
Yeah. Some of the things I would like to put across regarding the various issues, as he mentioned about the medical ethics. We are aware that very much that important thing. We say that whenever the medical ethics is there, it is changing. Why and how? Surely, if you go back to the days of the Hippocratic oath, today we have so many conventions have taken place, and the oath has also changed. In fact, today we are in the Geneva Convention 2, and over the period, as he mentioned about the regulation acts, various ways how the patient is looked after, various patients examination, various patients treatment, and the various protocols have changed the entire medical profession. And with the advent of the various important issues pertaining to the patient care and healthcare system, today we are in the world of evidence-based medicine. Formerly, when during the Hippocratic oaths time, then the doctors used to be a god. Still, the doctor is to be god. But today, the patient has got various avenues to look after. They can take second opinion. He can take and himself find out what the issues are there, and definitely it will change the matter how it comes up. I will give you some 4 points wherein the medical ethics revolves around. Some of the points are the non-maleficence, beneficence, health maximization, efficiency, respect of autonomy, justice, and proportionality. So these are the 6, 7 points where it evolves around. It how the medical ethics has changed. Medical ethics professionals looking at the patient, even for the doctor to treat the patients today. Then the various act today. For example, I'll just give an example. The violence against doctors, IMA has been fighting for last so many years. In the world over, many places the violence against the medical profession, healthcare establishment is very very stricter. But unfortunately, in India, it is not so. Whenever the patient is brought to the hospital, the in a very bad condition or a very critical condition, that time the doctor is God, and when the patient is saved, then during the time of giving the bill, some issue comes up. Or sometimes we have seen many hospitals broken, even the doctors beaten up. And during the corona, it was worst. In fact, we lost nearly 2000 doctors while treating the corona, and government had to pass an act that the medical violence will be taken very seriously. So this kind of government has sometimes helped us, sometimes not helped us. At the same time, today we are in the world of CPA. In last 25 years, the CPA, that is the Consumer Protection Act, has come up, and wherein the practice has changed into kind of a safety practice or a preventive practice, and wherein we have to take proper care that the nothing is being wrong is done. At the same time, nothing is missed out also, and that is how the investigations are done which are needed. Formerly, it was not so. Today, we have the suppose a single operation is to be done. There are various methods of operation. The treatment may differ. The ultimately the costing may differ, and subsequently sometimes what happens that the patients feel that the extra charge has been taken, or this other treatment would have been better. Again, there is a little difference of opinion can occur. So today the all the values are changed. The control of the medical profession is there in the insurance sector, control in the pharma sector, control by the government. So all those issues which are changing and revolving around the medical ethics, even we have to change. Government of India, formerly MCI and now NMC, have changed the medical ethics. They have purely, it has been, why the ethical changes occurs is because of the changing, evolving, revolutionary changes have occurred in the medical treatment. So definitely we have to look after that. We have to accept certain changes. We have to accept certain important steps government has taken. At the same time, the doctor, what the doctor was there, he treats sincerely. Very few black sheep may be there, but then we all treat patients very sincerely, hardworkingly, and many times they have gone out of the way. Doctors have treated, and that is how the ethical, professional ethics also changes, respond to the government regulation, which I already mentioned. Some of the important points that the what doctor needs to be understood by the patient as well as the society is that the doctor also is a human being. He has a family. So all those things put together, I would say that the ethic changes have occurred. No doubt, the changes are there to help the patient. We today, most important factor, I would say that in 100 years back, the aging person, the age of the life was maybe 40, but now today we have crossed 70. Average age of the human being is more than 70, 75 years, and that is how the treatment has changed. So definitely that also has to be accepted, that we have in the lot of investigative, lot of treatment, lot of factors are available to us. So both the things are, we have to have the pros and cons and accept the good changes what they are there. We treat the patient still humanly, still best behavior with the patient, and we are definitely in the interest of the patient. We are working 24 by 7, I would say, some of the hospitals. So this is how I would put it across, that the important things, ethical changes have occurred. They are good. We have to accept it. At the same time, the doctor also should be treated equally as a human being. As a, you do not make doctor as a god, but then still he is a human being, and he is treating his life and money and his in fact the career is at stake whenever he is treating the patient. So we accept that, and let us accept the change in the medical ethics and the change in the pattern of treatment. So this is what my submission would be at the moment.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, sir. Sir, Dr. R.K. Srivastava, sir, is there any concluding sentence or anything you want to say, sir?
I would like to say that from the time of independence, when a medical doctor was supposed to regulate his practice by himself, which we used to call a self-regulation, he has to observe every single word which is written in the oath. And throughout his life, he tried to live in accordance to them in a day-to-day practice. But as the system of healthcare become broader and broader, more complex, the influencer like pharma industry, device industry, insurance sector, and the various type of documentation need to safeguard the ethical behavior has increased. This requirement was partially satisfied by the Medical Council of India, but with advent of Consumer Protection Act and healthcare being included into a type of consumer-based service, there was further regulatory imposition on medical practice. And now, after the advent of various type of insurance system, reimbursement, and evidences for right decision to show that no mistake is done, are putting more and more relevance to documentation so that doctor can show to the regulatory body that he has done due diligence while taking a decision. Sometimes it goes wrong and all the fallout take place. So all these things are changing the response of the medical fraternity and its regulatory system. So are the ethical guideline and ethical system is also changing. It will further evolve. But at the end of the day, the single sentence which I want to say, if a doctor is well trained, well educated, and is feeling himself responsible for his healthcare provision, for his clinical practice, he will do the best thing to preserve the life, behave in a manner which is socially acceptable, and try to cure more and more patients. So that should never be missed. That is the only one message which I would like to give to my young, old medical persons. Do not get influenced by anybody. Be influenced by your own consciences and try to follow the basic oath which you take at the time of becoming a doctor. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Jayesh Lele, sir, do you want to give a concluding statement, sir?
Yeah, thank you, sir. And definitely, as we have narrowed down let us have the acceptance of a doctor as a always a good doctor. Respect each other, patient as well as to be doctor. Both the basically when we talk about the patients, there is a sometime unruly incidences, but let us not have any bad test or a bad condition, and accept that the doctor is treating definitely in a positive manner, looking after the patient far well. And we even though the some mishaps can occur, yes, they accepted, then it is a part of the life. It's not a two plus two will be always be four in the medical ethics. It's a response by the patient also needs to be accepted, but at the same time I would give more stress on the communication used by the doctor to the patient's relatives. Explain everything. What are the pros? What are the cons? What are the issues? How he has treated. Take the patient into confidence, so there will be no problem of any unjust or any behavior and laws. See, laws are laws at that place, but at the same time, let us accept that yes, we need to treat each other humbly. We need to accept each other patiently, and we need to treat other as a human being, both the ways, and then both will succeed, and the doctor will be definitely treat the patient in a critical patient in a confident manner, and it will be a win-win situation for both the people, patient and the doctor. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Dr. Jayesh Lele, sir, and Dr. R.K. Srivastava, sir, for joining. I think that the two most important messages that what Dr. R.K. Srivastava, sir, told, that documentation, it has become very important, and that whatever decision the doctor has taken, that due diligence has been taken, and proper communication to the patient, as Dr. Jayesh Lele told. I think that it was a very brief and interactive session. I thank both of you again for joining. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Nice talking to you. Thank you.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.